Hey everyone, today we're going to do a solo playthrough of Leaf with the solo Automa. The solo Automa can be or will be found on BGG once it's approved. It's just an 18 card deck, and the solo Automa that you are going up is called Automa. So to set up, you're going to set up for a normal two-player game. You're going to make sure that this board is on the two-player side. You're going to have your two starting Leafs. I like to randomize the advanced rule where you just randomize the leaves. I've gone ahead and done that. I've set up the Automa area. We're going to go ahead and shuffle the Automa deck. We're going to place this next to its board. We've gone ahead and gotten our two squirrels. I am green. The Automa is going to be red. We're going to place them at the bottom of the tree. We have the Automa's mushrooms ready to go. I've drawn my 3 cards. The Automa will never have a hand of cards, so it will not get 3 cards to start the game. Lastly, the Automa is the first player, so we'll go ahead and place this in front of them, and we are ready to go. I'm going to teach this as we play. This is going to be the base game. You can play with the Season of the Bear expansion. There are 3 modules for that. For 2 of them, it's impossible for the Automa to truly be compatible for them because they use special abilities. So for 2 of them, and it's noted in the rules, the Automa would start with four acorns for each module that you start with. But for one of them, when you do the frosts and it has like goals that you have to do, the Automa is compatible with that one. So you can go ahead and play with that one. All right, when it's the Automa's turn, all you're going to do is flip over the top card of the deck. And what you want to see is what leaf pile does it want to pull from. It's always going to go from left to right. And so this case, and I don't have them all memorized, I believe this is called a trident maple. You do not care about the colors on here, you just care about the shape. So in this case, it wants to take the top leaf from the trident maple and place it on the board. If this pile was empty, it would then look to place the top leaf from this pile, and if this pile was empty, it would look to place the leaf from this pile. So let's go ahead and grab the top leaf. In this case, there is a trident maple, so we'll go ahead and take this. Looking at this card, it wants to place this leaf next to a green leaf that has already been placed on the forest floor. If there are no green leaves on the forest floor, or if there's no way to connect to one, then they would go for a red leaf. And if there's no red leaf, it would go for orange, no orange, yellow, no yellow, brown. So let's go ahead and place this. So in this case, it wants to place it to a green leaf. We do have a green leaf. And so the only restrictions is that it wants to connect to as many points as possible. So if I do this, it's 2, this it's 2, this is 2, this it's 3, this it's 3, because it's connecting to a green leaf. And so in this case, it's the player's choice. And I'm going to go ahead and just place it there. Instead of taking the actions that it uses by placing the leaf like you do, it's simply going to reference the leaf actions printed on the card. So in this case, we are playing on normal. So we're going to do all these actions for the Automa and then this middle row as well. So if you're playing on easy, you're only going to take this top the actions on the top row. If you're playing on normal, you're going to take both actions. And if you are playing on hard, you're going to take the actions on all 3 rows. So in this case, let's go ahead and do this. The Automa will never have a hand of cards, so whenever it has a green leaf action, it will simply take the top card of the deck and discard it. Next, we have 2 red actions, so 2 mushroom actions. So the first thing the Automa will do is if there are any baby mushrooms of their type on the board, for an action, it will flip one. But they don't have any baby mushrooms. So for this first action, it's just going to place a baby mushroom on the leaf that it placed. And then for its second mushroom action, it's going to flip it to a large mushroom. We then have to do the creature. It's going to draw a card from the creature board. And the creature board is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the deck is the D. So whenever you see either D or a number next to the creature, that tells you which creature it wants. So in this case, it's creature number 5. So like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to take that creature, and if it had any acorns on it, it would collect those acorns just like you would, and it's going to place it right here just like you would. All right, that is it. The Automa's turn is done. We're just going to put this in a discard pile for the Automa. We're going to go ahead and refresh the creature board just like you would in a normal multiplayer game. Looking at my hands, I'm going to actually play 2 of these so I can get that bonus action of placing a mushroom. So I'm going to take the top Tulip Popular. I'm going to discard these 2 cards. And I'm going to place it right just like this. So I'm going to get 1, 2 orange actions, 1, 2 green actions. So for my green actions, I'm just going to draw 2 cards from the top of the deck and add it to my hand. For my orange action, I think I'm going to go with these 2 turtles. And I'm going to gain an acorn from that. I'm just going to add this above here. And before I forget, I did play 2 cards, so I could have put a baby mushroom, the leaf that I placed. And now we go back to Automa's turn. So it wants to place a sassafras. So it'll place this. It wants to touch a brown. There are no browns out here, so it wants to touch a yellow. There are no yellows. It wants to touch a green. There's only 1 green. So let's go ahead and place this down. On a spot that it touches its own mushroom, this does not do any chain reactions, but if it does go to a spot that touches one of your mushrooms, then you will gain a chain reaction per the normal multiplayer rules. So we'll always try to place the most connections. So we'll go ahead and place that there. It does touch one of my mushrooms, so I'm going to gain a sun. And then it's going to get all of these actions, and there is no action here for normal. So let's go ahead. It's going to grab a sun. It's going to place that in its supply. It's going to discard the top card of the green deck. And then it's going to get 2 move your squirrel up actions. So when it does that, it's just going to move up. So 1 action is going to get a sun. And then now we have a choice. Does it want to move north, or does it want to move to the west? To break that tie, you're going to look at the direction, and it says northeast. So it's going to look at the first direction. It says north. So it's going to move to the north, right like this, and it's going to take a green action, which is simply going to take the card and discard it. We'll play this in the discard pile, and its turn is done. I think I'm going to play another sassafras. So I'm going to take the top one. It's a brown. We're going to place this just like this. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 orange actions. So I'm definitely going to get this turtle. So that's 1. And then I think I'm going to start on my fox game. So 2, 3, and then for my 4th action, I think I'm going to draw blindly from the top of the deck, and it is a hedgehog, and there are no acorns on it. I'm going to add these above my board, and now it is Automa's turn. All right, she wants to play the top one of these. She wants to touch a brown. So looking at this, it looks like that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it is our choice. I'm going to go ahead and place it here because it's going to get me another sun. And then it's going to take all these actions. So it's going to take a red action. There are no baby mushrooms on the board, so it will just place a baby mushroom on the leaf that it placed. For its green action, simply discard the top card. It has 2 brown actions, so it's going to move up the tree. So 1, 2. It hit 2 acorns, so it's going to gain 2 acorns from the supply and add it to its play area. And then it's going to take creature 3. So 1, 2, 3, which is another frog for it. Perfect. And it's going to take an acorn. And that is the end of the Automa's turn. Looking at my hand, I think I'm going to play a Tulip Popular. And I definitely need some more cards in my hand. I think I'm going to go right here, because I do want a mushroom action. Now by going here, they do have a mushroom on this, so I will give them a sun. But I'm going to get a mushroom action, which I'm going to use to flip this to a large mushroom. And then I'm going to get 2 green actions, so I will draw 1, 2, and add those to my hand. All right, Automna. It's going to go. It wants to place the top one from here. It wants to touch an orange. Looking at the board, there are 2 oranges. So which one can it touch? Technically, I guess it could potentially touch this maybe. Nope, I don't think so. But let's say it could touch this one as well as this one. How do you know which one it wants to go to? Ties are broken by the direction. So it's going to look for the southernmost first. And if they both happen to be the southernmost, they were tied, they were right next to each other, it would go for the westernmost. So in this case, southernmost, and it wants the most connections. Looks like both of these are 3. So the player gets to choose. I'll just go ahead and place it there. It did touch one of its mushrooms, but mushroom reactions don't happen on your own. All right, so it's going to get 2 mushroom actions. Let's go ahead and do that while I'm still looking at the board. So if there's any mushrooms out, it's going to flip them. So 1, and then it's going to place for its second one a baby mushroom right there. All right, looking at this, it wants creature number 5, and it wants to draw blindly from the top of the deck. So we'll go ahead and do that. It's a crow or some sort of bird. And then number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to take this owl and add that to its play area. We've done all the actions on the card. Whenever Automna has 3 or more sons, it will lose 3. It will move the season forward, and then it will gain the rewards. In this case, it's 6 acorns. So we'll go ahead and place those in its area. I'm going to sub these out for 5. I think I'm going to use a silver maple. Take the top one of that. We're going to place it right like this. I'm going to draw a green. Add that to my hand. I'm going to get 2 creatures and a tree action. I'm going to start my way up the tree. It's going to give me a sun. I'm going to get 2 2 creature actions. So I'm going to take both of these and gain the acorns on them. I'm going to add them right here. And then I have 3 suns. So I'm going to go ahead and spin them. We're going to move the season to the next area. I get 6 acorns. My turn is done. So let's go ahead and go to Automna's turn. She wants this one. So right here. And she wants to place it next to a red. So she wants as many connections as possible. I believe that is 3. And I'm not sure she can get more than that. So she's going to go right here and hit that 3. All right, 2 mushroom actions. She's going to check to see if there's any baby mushrooms first. So first action, flip this one. Second action, place this one down. She's going to get a green action, so just take the top card of the deck and discard it. And then she gets a creature action. She'll take creature number 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. She'll take this creature. She does not have any suns, so it's back to our turn. All right, I think I'm going to play a sweet gum. I took this top one. I'm going to play it right here, because I definitely want some suns. I thought about putting it here, but then it would give Automa a lot of sun, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to place it here. I'm going to get 1 1 tree action, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my 2 suns. And then for my next action, for my tree action, I'm going to move up 1 to gain a sun. And then I'm going to spend the 3 suns that I have to advance the season. So I'm going to get 5 acorns, and it's going to trigger a frost. So whenever a frost is triggered, you take animals above your den and you put them into your winter den. When the Automa does this, they're going to take the animal that they have the most of. In this case, they have 2 frogs, and they're just going to place them below like that. I'm going to go ahead and place my turtles in my winter den. And now it is Automna's turn. So she wants to place one of these. This is actually the last one in that pile. The game will end just like in a multiplayer game when 3 of these piles are finished or the season has advanced all the way to winter. It wants to touch a yellow, and it wants to touch the southernmost yellow. So that southernmost was important because there was 2 yellows here. So this is 4 connections. That's 4 connections. I'm going to place it like this. It does touch its mushrooms, but it doesn't start any chain reactions because it's its own. It's going to get a sun. Add that to its player area. 2 mushrooms. So we'll flip this baby mushroom. And then we'll put this baby mushroom on the tile it placed. And then it's going to get a tree action. Tree action is going to move up. That's 2 acorns. It's It's going to add it to its play area. Then I'm going to go with a silver maple. I'm going to discard that. I only have one card left in my hand, so I probably want to start connecting to some green. So I think I'm going to go here. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 greens. So I'll draw 1, 2, 3 greens from the top of the deck, add that to my hand. I'm going to get 1 tree action. So I'm going to continue moving up, which means I get a creature action. And because I have foxes, I'm going to go ahead and grab this fox and add it to my play area. All right, Automna's going to go. She wants this tree, this leaf, which is this one right here. She wants to place it next to a red, and she wants the northernmost. Looking here, the northernmost red is right here. Looks like we have a tie. There's 3 here. 1, 2, 3 here. Let's go ahead and place it there. It's the player's choice when there's a tie like that. It's going to get 2 mushroom actions. So it's flipping this one, placing another one there. It's going to get another sun. And then it's going to get 2 creature actions. It wants creature 2 and 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Of course, it took the one with the acorns on it. It only has 2 suns, so it will not advance the season. I think I'm going to play 2 ginkgos so that I can get that baby mushroom for free. I think I'm going to go right here. So I'm going to get a baby mushroom. And then I'm going to get 2 mushroom actions. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Hopefully on a future turn I can get more red and start flipping these to large mushrooms so I can get a good, nice group. And then I have 1 brown. So continue moving my way up. I get a acorn. And that's my turn. So Automna's going to go. It's going to grab this leaf. It wants to touch the southernmost red. So we're going to place this here. It's infringing on my area. Well, that's okay. So that's 3 connections. It's going to get 2 leaf actions. So it's just going to take the top 2 cards and discard them. It's going to get a mushroom action. Are there any baby mushrooms? Yes, there are. Right there. It's going to get 2 tree actions. It has a choice to either go this way or this way. The card says southwest, so it will go up here. And it is a leaf, so it will just discard that top card. And it was 2 tree actions, so it will go another one and get another acorn. But it did not get any sun, so that's good. I think I'm going to play a trident. Take this. I'm going to get 2 trees and 2 suns. That gives me 2 suns. I only have 2. I don't have 3 yet. Seeing if I can catch up to this guy. So 2 actions. So 1, 2. That gives me 3 acorns. I'm going to trade in 2 I already have to get a 5. All right, Automna's going to go. She wants, I think, what is it, a sweet gum. So take the top one of this. She wants to touch a brown. And the southernmost one, I'm going to have to move my cards out of the way. I'm only seeing 3. So we're going to place this here. And of course, she saw me trying to climb up the tree. So we'll do this here in a second. There's 2 mushroom actions. I don't see any baby mushrooms, so we're going to place a baby down and then flip it for its 2 actions there. It's going to get a creature and 2 tree actions. First tree action, move here to get an acorn. It has a decision to make. Direction says south, east, so we'll take the east because that's the one that matters. South obviously would not matter because it never moves down. So east would go this way. She gets another 2 acorns. And then she wants creature number 1. And that is this one right here. This is the last card in my hand, so I definitely want to play towards some greens. So let's go ahead and play this and take this. Oh, this one's really good. It does give them a sun, but that's okay. So I'm placing it here. It does do a chain reaction with mushrooms there, so I'm going to give it a sun. But I'm going to get 2 greens. Take these 2 cards. Add them to my hand, which I desperately need. I'm going to get 2 mushroom actions. So flip, flip, and then a brown action. With the brown action, I'm going to move here to gain a sun. That is my 3rd sun. We're going to advance this and get 5 acorns. Automna's turn. They want a sweet gum. That's the only one I pretty much remember. Well, I do know trident maple. And it wants to place it towards a yellow, northernmost yellow. So we'll place it like that. That's 3 connections. Looking at its card, it's going to get 2 suns. It's going to get 2 tree actions and get that creature. 2 tree action would be 1, 2. Discard the top card of the leaf deck. It's going to get an acorn. It wants creature number 3, so 1, 2, 3. And because it has 3 or more suns, it will spend 3. It will move this, get 4. Trade in a 1 to get a 5. And then it's going to trigger a frost. The Automa will pick the animal that it has the most of up here. In this case, it's 2 to 2. So we'll just go ahead and pick one, place it down here. I'm going to take my hedgehogs and place them down. They want to play a sassafras. They want to place it right here. Actually, I think I want to place it right. Can I do that? Yes. I'm going to place it right here. That does give them 2 suns. Not great. But I get 1, 2, 3. Tree actions. I get 2 suns, and I get 1 creature. So 3 tree, 1 creature. So 3 tree would be 1, 2, 3. I get a sun, an acorn, and a creature. So that gives me 2 creatures. So I have foxes. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to draw blindly from the deck to get some more foxes. So 1, nope. 2, no. But I did get enough suns. I'm going to spin those 3 to move this to get 4. And the game will end next turn because Automa has 4. She's the first player, so I will be able to go after her. So let's go ahead and draw. She wants a sassafras. She wants to connect to the northernmost orange. The northernmost is this one. I guess she could connect to that one. Maybe. I don't know if that is legit. So can't connect to that one, can't connect to that one. So she will try to connect to this one. Most connections possible. Once again, I don't know if, I guess that's legit doing 1. Let's move some of these out of the way. That would be 3. So let's go ahead and do that. She's going to get a sun. She's going to get 3 creatures. Creatures in 2, 3, and 4. So 2, 3, and 4. She's going to spend 3 of her suns to advance the season, get 3 acorns, and that has triggered winter. So I will get 1 final turn, and then we will do the frost. I only have 1 card in my hand, so we're going to go ahead and play that and take this. So I'm going to go right here. That's going to give me 3 brown actions, and that's going to be enough to go 1, take 2 acorns, 2, get a leaf, add that to my hand. And then 3 would be on her spot, so I have to jump her. So this is a sun, which would not give me 3. So let's go ahead and take the acorn for 1. All right, Automa's going to place down the cards that she has the most of. So that's 3 crows or something. Place them here. I was not able to get my more foxes, so we'll place these 3 here. And then let's go to in-game scoring. So climbing the tree, 6 acorns to the squirrel that got the highest. That's me, so I'll take 6. Second place gets 3, so she'll take 3. Mushroom scoring is based off group of adult mushrooms that are on adjacent leaves. For the Automa, it's going to count all of its large mushrooms as being connected, regardless if they are adjacent. That is literally the only difference in scoring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 large mushrooms. So a group of 7 would score 8 for 3 and then 1 for each after. So 8 plus 4 is 12. Looking at mine, I have a group of 3, which is going to score me 8. Winter Den is going to score 6 points for every 3 of the same animal. So I'm going to score 6 times 3 is 18. He gets 6 plus another 3, it's 9, plus another 3, it's 12. And then finally, we score 1 point for every 2 suns and cards in our hand. The Automa won't have cards in their hand, so suns, one for every 2, so they'll gain 1 acorn. I have one card in my hand, but no sun, so I don't score any additional points. So at this point, we're going to score our acorns, and whoever has the most wins. In case of a tie, Automna wins. And that is the game. I scored my best score ever. I got 65, and Automna scored 54. But that's how you play a game against the unofficial solo Automa. You can raise the difficulty if needed by also doing this bottom action. But I think I've only beat the Automa on a normal maybe once in about 5 or 6 different tries. So it will be competitive. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you enjoy this.